Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. Today we will have a look at Nicola Corporation, Nasdaq, NLK. I must say that this stock was not selected by us or by our program that is automatically checking US-based stocks using our IE protocol. But it was asked by one of our subscribers to analyze this stock, and when we looked at it, we thought, well, this is very interesting situation of extremely momentum and extremely momentum bullish stock. But then the question is it really good one to buy, or what are the risks here? So therefore, we would like to analyze this stock from the risks perspective and understanding what was actually going on with this stock. So first, what is immediately catches your eye is the fact that in the beginning of March of this year, the stock had this very nice jump based on some news expectations, and then when all stocks, also huge, generally well-known companies, were showing extremely depth, NLKA actually due to Corona observed just slight decay, didn't really go too much high, and then it was volatile in this area, and then started its incredible rise again. And if you look, it almost rose like almost 10 times, which is incredible, especially in the COVID situation. And if you see what's going on here, you need then understand two things. Like one, it's a chart analysis, but when you have this kind of behavior, when you have the distance actually between in 4 months almost 10 times rise, you understand that this is nothing to do about charts anymore. It's more about fundamentals and the company. So what we did, we also have looked in the company what it is doing and actually what's going on. So if you look here, okay, here still more like a chart analysis situation, some news expectation. We go at the beginning of March in very overbought situation. Then Corona hits in, and this extremely overbought stocks, of course, starts to being sold, pushed down extremely fast. Here it creates in stock price as well downtrend, and the same goes at MACD, although it's due to scale you can't see it much, but it's hitting down. Then it's stabilizing in the middle of March, volatile, and then again goes up. And if you see here, you can have like 1, 2, 3, 4 big waves. One wave ended 15th of April here at around 13 plus. Another wave ended at around 13th of May, also like $35. And another wave actually ended 2 weeks ago. It was 9th of June, and it was almost 95. So if you see these 3 waves, of course, many people could think, yeah, it's similar behavior. So wave 1, there was also another wave here which ended at 27th of April. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and the peak 4, will it go again for another wave? Well, to give you a short answer, it might, but then it will be pure casino. So you can't expect it based on any logical chart analytics or any logical fundamentals analytics. We will come to fundamentals a bit later. If you look from chart perspective, it's already in a very let's say dangerous situation, and any downtrend, actually correction, to be more say it more correctly, can be expected any moment. And correction levels, if they start to happen, can be either to the level of 35, or they can even hardly dip to level of 15 plus, which will be also about moving average 200, this red line. It can go even pathetically down to the levels of 13.5. Another historical level could be this one, which is about 16. So what's going on and why we think it's quite dangerous at the moment with this stock? So if you look the behavior of these waves, you can see, let's first check the wave started at 13th of April. If you look the candles formation, actually, it was kind of smooth formation of the wave. So every day there was a slight increase. Then the same with decay. Then another wave hits at the May, another slight increase. You can see candles are forming. Another classical black candle on the top and decay, and then some volatility gaining back. So everything goes classically. But the last wave, it's not formed by several candles. When it reached actually this level of $35, let's call it level 1. So when it reached this level 1, at about beginning of June, the market was decided, and then due to combination of news and some expectation, it really jumped in one day. So in one day, it made 2 times, and another day, another 2 times. So overall, it's 3 times in 2 days, this huge, incredible jump. And this is not candle behaved, it's really like extreme psychological behavior of buyers. And then what happens, of course, inevitably you have this ridiculous volatility, then dropping almost 50% next days, and then again stock is volatile, and people are kind of hoping for the next jump. And of course, if you see at RSIs, at every top of every peak, we are always in extremely overbought situation. So now the question is, will it do another jump, or what will happen? Well, it might, but as I said, it will be purely casino. The reason is why. First of all, looking of charts. Looking of charts, we always see that it shows this 20, 50 to 100 situation, meaning like there is 20, moving average 20, moving average 50, and moving average 200 below. So it is making this triple line here. And this is good for generally stably growing companies over years. Here we observe this pattern only like 2 months, 2.5 months. So it's still too early to say, is it a general trend or will it really change? Another situation is the company itself. If you look now, the market capacity of it is about 23 billions, which makes it ridiculous because like 3 months ago it was 10 times smaller, or even smaller actually. So it was quite small. And if you would think so, 10 times increase of market capacity, it should be some solid products, solid news coming, hitting it, or something should happen. And if you look what the company is doing, actually it's working in the area of electrical cars and green technologies, mainly like making heavy trucks with electricity. Well, overall, it's interesting. And of course, market was kind of overexcited. There is a lot of PR going around this with news and pushing the story. Also, its direct competitors like Tesla and actually everything what is about Elon Musk worked positively for this stock, because with success of Falcon, with success of Tesla, any other green company proposing similar products, especially like a trucks, which was not covered by Tesla, it looks like it's a very good go, and people are very positive about this. But then if you leave aside, let's say, expectations or emotions, or look at the real trades, the question is still, is market really ready to buy so many trucks? Especially now when there's a general deceleration of economy taking place, and especially electrical trucks, the rechargement time, you need special conditions for those trucks. So only big companies probably can afford them, etc., etc. If you go to these discussions, the question is, it looks like behind the corner we have extremely strong correction here. And even if we go higher, the correction should happen. And if this happens, then it might be interesting still to buy, because the technology is good. I like it, I must say. And there's still a lot of capacity in this technology. So then it's only about waiting when you can buy safely. It's also difficult to say here where you can buy safely, because there is no yet strong financial backgrounds to think of those. It's only the charts manipulation. If you think, you can say, if you look in volumes analysis, the last thing in charts we still can do here, the peak which was observed in trading of June of 8, the volumes were quite high. The similar, not the same, but similar amounts for the previous peak of about 13 May. So at these volumes, probably at these levels, you can expect some retrace. So this would be the first, let's say, a level after which you can buy 35. So I would say if you really want to try and play with this stock, start first level, quite big box here, and then anything below this would be good buy. Actually, very nice buy box. So it's number one, number two. Again, this is very tricky to say this because if any bad news hit in and some solid information will come, this could go really down. Because if you look at the time scales, it's only 1 to 3.5 months. 3.5 months, such incredible growth. It's a little bit too much, I would say. It's probably not based on some solid stuff. And if you look some articles, I don't want to mention names in order to not give any promotions. There is some rising concern about this stock. So be careful. That's the message. And again, it's unclear, to repeat, if it go higher here. Most probably, especially given that the last peak, which was at 8th of June, happened in 1-2 candles. So in 2 days, not developed by days as a previous peak like level 1, which started at the beginning of May. It might be that this is a little bit exaggerated jump, so most probably we are close to the strong correction. Maybe another small peak, but strong correction is coming. And then the very strong resistance here will be this one, the last big peak. Even if we jump, because the distances are quite high, you almost need up to 80% growth here to discuss about possible piercing up this one. And once, this is also important, once the moving average 20 starts showing deceleration and turning down, it will be panic sell most probably, because as I said, there is no solid news for this one, and people will be expecting the magic cross down. The situation when moving average 20 hits from the top moving average 50, and then it can start. So the strong correction might start. So advice is wait with this one, until at least box 1, box 2. Also some solid news, and in general for companies showing this crazy growth, it's still nice to wait for some fundamentals. Again, to repeat, some people say what we propose in our channel is usually very safe or too much safe strategies. But yes, indeed, that's the case. We always think that trading is an art. It's not a casino. And art requires some mastering skills. So you need to know where to enter, where to leave, and where not to engage, even if it looks very promising for a quick trade. Because easy fruits are always, not always, but often are very dangerous and poisonful. So be careful and good luck. This was about Nicola Corporation. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel.